Well, hello and welcome back to the iWealth podcast. Today we've got the CEO, so to speak, Mr. Brad Connors with us. And we're talking a little bit about the jobs that people have and in particular what they're doing with these 401k plans. Almost all jobs that are out there that are big boy jobs have some type of 401k. Yet there's a lot of misconceptions that are going along with that. So tell us a little bit today about some of the big mistakes that are being made within people's 401ks.
Yeah, it's a really interesting topic. I mean, most people have access to a 401k. Even in a small business setting, it might be a simple IRA or whatever. The number one issue I'm seeing, Matt, is people not getting in. It's crazy.
What do you mean by not getting in?
Not even getting started, right?
Okay.
And so you can Google all day long and look at investment returns and what it does over time and time value of money and all that stuff. We're all busy, right? I mean, we've all been there. We've gotten out of high school and we go to college, so you can't save. And then after that, you get married, so you can't save. And after that, you have kids and you can't save. And then, you better buy a house, can't save. And then we need an upgraded car. And all of a sudden you wake up and you're 45 years old saying, wow, retirement might show up, I need to save. So first and foremost, just get started. And I don't care if it's 1%.
Yeah.
The other thing that's going on is there's a match in a 401k or a simple IRA. Typically, if the company's somewhat healthy, they're going to put some money into there, right? So if you put 3% in, Matt, somebody else will, the company will do it too. And why not?
And kind of give us a sense for those of you guys that don't really know. By the match, you mean the company's putting in money, but what's a typical match? Is it 1%, 2%, 5%, 10%? Talk me through that.
Yeah. So if you're saying what's the average, I would say 3%. Okay. Some are 4, some are 5, but I would say 3%. So what that means is that if you're making $30,000 a year,
sure,
and 10% of that is $30,000 and 5% of that is $1,500, all of a sudden you might say, I'm going to put $1,200 in, right? A year. So $100 a month,
sure,
$50 a paycheck. Your employer will do the exact same thing.
Okay.
And what's interesting is you can go give yourself a 3% raise tomorrow by putting money in and not have to ask for it. Just put your own money in. The problem people have is they think 59.5 is way far away and I don't want to get there. And it's not. And by the way, the government with Social Security and everything else going on, you better be saving for yourself. We can't live on Social Security alone, so you better put some money aside. So that's the number one issue is people just not getting going. The second thing is once you're starting, every year you should raise it 1%.
Okay.
If you start at 3% and you get the 3% match, next year go to 4%. It should be on your birthday. It should be January 1st. It should be some special day.
Why 1%? How did you come up with that number? Where's that from?
Yeah, it's a made up number, but you won't see it, right? So if all of a sudden you're at $100 a month or $50 a paycheck, if your 50 turn into $55,
sure, you're
not going to miss the $5. And before long, 3, 4, 5 years goes by, you're putting 5, 6, 7%, and your goal in mind is 12. You want to get to 12. 10
12 is the magic number too.
Exactly, to be able to retire successfully. It used to be 10. I think the number is 12. Social Security is just not there for it. It's going to be there. You're always going to get a Social Security check, but with inflation, it's just not keeping up. So I think the number is 12%. Okay. But don't let that scare you. Just get in and get started and go 1% a year and you won't miss it. And then before long, you'll wake up and you will be 59.5 and you'll have a bucket of money to retire on. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending a little bit of time kind of fleshing that out. And hopefully that was helpful to you guys that are listening.
You bet. Thanks a lot, Matt.
Yep.